Hey, 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 we're back. We're back, we're back, we're
What's up,
back. Another
dude?
episode. Hello, hello. Welcome to Uptown Mommies NYC. I feel like I'm being like super like low because we're doing this at
It's
literally it's
nighttime.
9:59 p.m.
The kids are
Do you know where your
sleeping.
children are? Yes, we do know where our kids are. They're sleeping right now. This is what we have to do. We have to actually record these things in the middle of the night after we're done with work, after we're done with bedtime, after we're done with
School
dinner,
drop off, pick up, everything.
everything. We
I'm
have to
exhausted. I
literally,
went to
this
the
is what we're
park,
doing.
pizza. I'm tired.
Oh my God,
I
I'm
even
so
went to a
tired.
publishing party today.
Oh wow.
To Zuri's publishing party at school.
Oh my God, I'm so tired. I honestly don't even know how we're like doing this right now because
I don't
my
know.
brain doesn't even work, especially after a full day of work and just I'm tired, but this is what happens
Yes,
when you want to be an ambitious woman, which is the
yes.
topic of our day. We're trying to be ambitious without
Without
apology
apology.
and without
Yes,
apologizing. I was gonna say I hope you guys have been tuning in on a weekly basis. This is episode 3. We're trying to be as diligent as possible with these episodes and making sure that
yeah,
we're recording them. Iran, you have tea, I have wine because that's the type of day that it is. So
yes.
cheers to another
And
episode.
yes, and hopefully like next episode we have a guest or something. We had this all planned out and we're just going with the flow, which goes with the whole theme of today, right? Ambition without apology, because like all kinds of ambition looks different, especially when you're a mom
Mm-hmm.
or a
Yes,
parent, I should
yes,
say, because
yes,
you
a
have to
parent
do
in general.
what works for you. Yeah, you have to do what works for
Mm-hmm.
you. So, um, yeah. So
So no
let's
permission
start.
slips. Yeah, no
No
permission
permission
slips.
slips.
We're literally out here grinding. Is that New York hustle again? 10 o'clock p.m. on a Tuesday
Yes.
after work, after the kids are in bed. Hopefully they're sleeping. Um, while we're doing this and we're catching up. But tell me, like, how has ambition played a role in your life, especially at this day
Hmm.
and age? Because we're both exhausted right now, but we're trying to do it
So,
the right way. The right way.
yes. Um, so it's funny because this year I've come to learn a lot about myself. So you will hear me on the podcast. You will hear me say, like, this year I learned this about myself because I am learning a lot about myself because I have slowed down a lot. Because I've always
Mm,
been super ambitious, super hustling to the point that I never like slow myself down, never like had time to think. I'm always doing something. Like,
mm-hmm.
yeah. So one thing
Always
I
on.
did learn about myself, yes, from going from someone who was working almost 4 jobs with 2 kids and having a husband and having a home to take care of, I went from that to like 1 October, just everything just shutting down. And I went to having all of that to nothing. And in the beginning, I'm like, okay, this is what I need. And I was used to like,
Mm-hmm.
the slow October, November, December months. And then it went on for a year and a half.
Oof,
And
that's a shift.
yes, it's a big shift. And I found myself like falling into like depression mode. And I'm like, what's wrong with me? Like, I don't get it. Like, this is my time to rest. But I was taking that time, and instead of resting, I was still scheduling like a full day schedule. Like, I got to do this and creating work for myself, like a loca. Like,
Yeah, and your
it was
body's like,
crazy.
calmate, calmate. Your body's
Yeah.
calmate, Iran, calmate. And you're like, I
And
gotta
I
go, I gotta
learned,
go.
hmm And I learned that I can't, well, back then, now I'm relearning how to do this, but I learned that I couldn't function when I don't have anything to do.
Mm,
So, like, when I have nothing to do, my brain just, like, there's nothing up here. I'm in a fog. But when I have things to do and I'm managing like 50 million projects at once, for some reason, I can think on my toes and I can run. I
mm-hmm.
could rule the entire world if I can with 50 million projects going on. So after I learned that about myself, I was just like, okay, it's time to slow it down and change things. And just, it's fine. I can start all over. It's fine. I'm on nobody's time. Like I could literally, if I wanted to, drop the kids off and go to sleep if I wanted to, because I'm
Oh,
on nobody's time. But
that would be so
again,
nice.
I
Oh
don't
my
know how to do
God.
that. I don't know
I
how to
was
do
thinking
that. So I'll
about
be up
that.
from 5:30 to now, to
Why?
even later.
Why? I would have been like, you know what? I need a little nap, a little
Mm-hmm.
siesta. I would just start creating siestas for myself. I'd be like, well, Asher is, not here. Let me take a little nap. Let me like reset. Well, I say that now, but at the same time, I feel like I've been working since I was 14, so I don't even know what not working is. Like even when I was like on my
Same.
maternity leave with Asher, like I like the first 40 days, se quedaba en su casa. But after that, like I was just like trying to do as much stuff with him, like going to the park, going out because I just was going
Mm-hmm.
crazy, basically, because I didn't know how to like just stand like still. And I think that's something that as you become a mom, you kind of start like you start feeling it because I feel like that's when burnout happens. That's when you're kind of like just crashing out and you're like, I'm exhausted mentally, physically. Like I cannot even think right now, because we're so used to kind of being go, go, go because we think go, go, go equals like being busy equals
And
being
productive.
ambitious and being productive, where you can be productive, but you don't have to be like on a go, go, go pace all the time, which I think that's something
Mm-hmm.
that I'm learning now. I'm like honestly, I'm just thinking about taking like 3 months off of work. Like my ambitions, like my little ambitious like hottie mode is like, oh, I'm so ambitious. I want to be able to be like, climb the corporate ladder. Right now, I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm tired. I don't even know if I want to do that, honestly. I feel
Yeah,
like that was
no.
me like 10 years ago. Me right now is like, I just want to go come home and just be like chill. I just want to be relaxed. I want to spend time with my
Yeah, I
kid.
just,
I want to just be relaxed.
yeah. I it's funny because last summer was the first summer, and I was telling somebody this today. Last summer was the last summer that I mean, the first summer that I actually got to spend with my kids. They didn't have
Mm,
summer camp, and not out of choice. It was that they just didn't make it in because there was a waiting list. And
yeah.
I keep looking down, crap. And there was a waiting list, and then I also, because I didn't have a job, but I was able to enjoy that summer. And even though I was
Mm-hmm.
like a little depressed because I wasn't working and I was like trying to create my own way, and it was hard to like try to create my own way with the kids home. So like there would be times I'll be like, I give up, I'm just gonna start all over when they go back to school. And
Yeah.
when I did that, it was like a weight lifted off my shoulder because I wasn't like, necesito hacer esto, necesito hacer lo otro. It was just like, yo, just enjoy the summer. We'll go to the pool, the beach,
Mm-hmm.
vacation. And I felt relaxed. I felt relaxed on vacation that I didn't have to bring my laptop.
Yes,
I
yes,
don't
that's the
remember the
worst.
last
That
time
is
I
the
did
worst.
that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's like the big thing for like us always being on. And I think I always have heard that like enjoy the summers that you have with your kids because after a certain age you only get like 10 more summers with them until they become teenagers or
Yeah.
they're
And
like
they're hanging out
become
with their
adults
friends.
and they don't want anything to do with you. So that's why at this point in my life and in my career, I'm like, I want to take time off so I can be able to spend time with my child. I want to be able to like take it all in and enjoy him because there's going to come a time where he's not going to want to hang out with me, where he's not going to be like, Mommy, read me a book, and he's going to sit, on my lap. or he's gonna ask me to hold his hand when he goes to bed, like he
Yeah.
did before starting the podcast. So I'm trying to sit with it, and I'm trying to be like, look, like uno no se está poniendo más joven, uno se está poniendo viejo. Enjoy the moments that you have with your child. I think growing up Latina, we're always told like, mira, you have to make sure you go to school, graduate, get a job, climb the ladder, like be successful because we weren't able to kind of like do that for like ourselves in a weird way, right? Like our parents,
Yeah.
they didn't have like some of the opportunities that we
That we
have,
had,
but at the
yeah.
same time, our parents got to enjoy us, right? Like they
They
were
did.
home. We ate lunch after school with our parents. Like there was no like McDonald's. It was like tú a comer tu arroz con
Mm-hmm.
habichuela. So it's like I feel like our parents enjoyed us, and I want to make sure that I'm like passing that part on to like my kid.
Exactly. Yeah,
It's real out
definitely.
here.
It is real. Like, it's crazy because, I started working again when Riley was 6 months old. So I missed his first walk. And like, it's just like little things like that. With Zuri, I saw most of it because she's a COVID baby. So I was home with her.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first time I was ever working from home. So yeah, I definitely appreciate like the fact that even though as much as I worked, there were time like my schedule was flexible and I was able to like work around their schedule sometimes. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy, but when like a job comes in and they're home, like they're gonna be off for spring break, right?
Oh
Right now
yeah.
I'm not working for anyone but my husband, so I don't feel pressured. But before I used to wake up 4:30 in the morning, get my work done. So they wake up at like 6:30 in the morning and just
Mm.
like be present. And then when they go to sleep, I'll be up to like 2 o'clock in the morning just finishing work. That was the only way to get work done.
Yeah.
Like, well, because I didn't want to be talking about
Missing out.
ambition. I
Mm-hmm.
not missing out. I didn't want to be missing out, but I also didn't want to be like, you know, like for instance, I was working with a marketing agency, like right when I had Zuri. So basically, I didn't have a maternity leave. I had the baby,
Mm.
and 3 weeks later, I was working again. And girl, the person that I was working for did not have children. And she would make me feel like if I'd be like, oh, do they have like a breast pumping station at that store? And she'll
Mm-hmm.
be like, can't you use the bathroom? Like, or
First of
make me
all,
feel like incompetent. Yes, make me feel incompetent because I'm like, I can't do it now because my baby's crying and I'm working from
yeah.
home. Or I got COVID with the newborn at home, a toddler who also had COVID, and she wanted me to work, and I'm like, I cannot.
I would have been like, lady,
And
read the room.
yeah, and that caused me like also to feel like I have to work harder so like nobody thinks I'm incompetent.
It's not even that. I feel like that comes with like mom tax, right? You know how like even in corporate world or like they're like, oh,
Yeah,
I feel like you kind of get like a mom tax where it's like you have to be present, you have to be like doing your work, and God forbid you get there a little late and you're like, oh, I'm so sorry, I have to drop off my kid, or oh, I have to leave work at a certain time because I have to pick up my child from daycare, I have to pick up my child from wherever. Um, I have to call in sick because I was in the ER all night with my child, right? Like that happened to me literally last week. And even though like my manager doesn't have kids, but a lot of people that I work with do have kids, like just me like slacking her, and I was literally slacking her like 2 o'clock, 2 something in the morning from the ER. I was like, hey, like sorry, like I'm sure I had to take him to the emergency room. Like even doing that, like I felt like anxiety, even though like work I'm in like a setting where it's okay like for me to do that. It was just kind of like
yeah,
that. I don't want people to think like, oh my God, is she lying? Is she
like
really in the ER?
exactly.
Like, is her
Or
child
she
really
can't
sick?
handle it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, and I took off Thursday and Friday, and I was just like, you know what? And there on Thursday after like honestly a full day of, in the emergency room, I logged into my work computer just to check in because I was just like, I want to make sure that if there's anything happening like with my accounts, like they're taken care of. And I'm like, and then I had to like take a step back and be like, girl, like You just spend all night in the ER with a sick child. Like, just be present. Like, this trabajadito, one day, if they let you go, they let you
Yeah,
go. They
they
won't care
don't
about anything. They
exactly.
won't care. So be present. Just be here with your sick child. Like, relax, take it easy, and
Mm-hmm.
just let it go. Like, the work will be there at the end of the day. But I feel like that's like that
Yeah.
mom tax that as moms we have to kind of like deal with. Honestly, I don't know. I feel like I don't know if it's as much for like a dad. I don't know if there's like a dad tax happening. If you're a dad and you
Mm-hmm.
feel like you have a dad tax,
Yeah,
let us
let us
know.
know.
Yeah, let us know, and we can talk about it. But right now, I feel like it's just like a mom tax because it's like we are as the moms feel like we have to figure it out. You have to figure out your career. You have to figure out like when you're picking up your kids. You have to figure out dinner. You have to figure out everything. So I feel like that's something that I felt definitely. I've felt since have become a mom.
Yeah,
Whew,
definitely. And it's crazy
insane,
because
girl.
like you know me, I've been job searching and I legit like I look at jobs and I'm like, okay, they have to be remote. Like I have like all
Your
these
criterias,
expectations for a job,
yeah.
yeah, criterias, and I'm just like I can't see myself working at an office nine to
I'm in an
five.
office now, and honestly, I don't see the point of it. Makes no
Yeah,
sense.
like, and it's so hard. Like, it's like, especially like, I'm here with a firefighter who works 24 hours or sometimes 36 hours. So, like, if he's working, nobody else is around to pick up the kids. Nobody else is helping us.
Hmm.
So, I can't do the 9 to 5. They'll fire me. They'll be like, you gotta go leave early.
It depends
Like,
though, because some places they're flexible. Again, some places are
yeah,
flexible, but then some places are like they're flexible, so they're not flexible anymore. Where they're like, okay, X.
exactly.
Like I feel like when you do the interview process, you have to be like, these are my do's and don'ts. Like I have a child, like I have to do X, Y, and Z. Like even while
Hmm.
interviewing for this job, I was just like, I have a toddler. Like there's gonna come times where I may have to leave early, or you know what I mean. Can't be in the office every
Hmm.
single day. And to an extent, they were okay, and then things change, right? It's
Yeah,
corporate. Things are gonna change, and they're gonna be like, hey, you either move with the times, or
exactly. Get with the program
you get let
or,
back. Yeah.
yeah. And that's the hard spot to be in, especially like when you get school age kids and you have the school just like telling you about something going on the next day and you have to be there.
Yeah.
Like it's insane.
It's exhausting. I don't think as just like moms or parents, I think sometimes we don't talk about how
Mm,
exhausting it is to be ambitious, to want to have a career, but also want to be such a present parent or mom in your kid's life.
mm-hmm.
So, because some people are just like, hey, be thankful you have a job, you're able to have you have food on the table, you have a place to sleep. I feel like that's always kind of like the same thing that you get, but it's like it's definitely hard. It's exhausting. Like it's draining.
Yeah.
Um, Again, I don't even know how we're doing this right now after a full day of work of life, and we're
But that's
still
how
doing
bad
this is
we
kind
want it.
exactly. But also, this is kind of like our this is like our I want to say kind of this is like our thing, right?
Our
Like
social.
as an
Mm-hmm.
individual, this is like our thing, like after a full day where we're just taking care of everybody. This is like a way for
Yeah.
us to take care of ourselves, like doing this podcast, right? So even if only one or two people listen to it or 100, it kind of shows that, hey, you're not alone. These are like the little
Mm-hmm.
moments that you have to yourself where you're able to kind of do something for yourself and not for everyone else,
Exactly.
even if it's during the times when the world is sleeping and you're doing it from your living room at 10:20 p.m. on a Tuesday.
Yeah. What does success look what does success look like now for you at this
Honestly,
time in your life?
no. Let me take a drink. Success to me right now looks so different from what it was 10 years ago. Like, so you know how your iPhone reminds you of like, where were you 10 years ago? And I look at
Mm-hmm.
pictures, I'm like, 28-year-old Francesca was not thinking was about any of this. Like success to me was like, oh, you know what? I want to make sure that I have the as much money in the bank. I want to be able to have like the freedom to like, do it whatever I want. I want to climb the
Mm-hmm.
corporate ladder. I want to be behind the scenes. I want to do X, Y, and Z. Now I'm like, success for me is just being able to put my kid to sleep. Like being able to like finish the day or the week and be like, ah, man, this was a hard ass week, but we made it. That's
Yeah,
what success looks like to me, but also having like that income. Um, to
to be
be able
able
to
to do
have
that.
like the
Yeah,
freedom and have the flexibility to be like, hey, I want to go on vacation. I want to just spend time with my kid, or I want to take 3 months off, which is like
yeah,
I'm manifesting it. I'm putting it out into the world. Where I'm like, I just want to take 3 months off. I want to just travel and just spend time and be present for like my family.
yeah,
That's what success looks like right now. Like it has nothing to do with corporate world. Nada. I'm just like, I just want to like have these memories with my kid because el mundo se va a acabar.
yeah.
all we all we have is this.
It's fine. It's true. It's true.
Oh my
Anything can
God.
happen, and
The way
it's
this world is
crazy.
going, anything can
Mm-hmm.
happen. But what does success look like to you, especially now at the day and age where you are, sipping on your tea?
It's the same, and it's funny because like now I do have the time, but the funds aren't there. But I feel better now that I'm not like I'm building something for our family, like with my husband. And
Mm-hmm.
it feels nice because I'm like today, I had the most productive day. We had a content day for our photo booth business, and we created like this experience, like it's called the glitter experience. You guys will see it soon. And
Ooh,
I was able to do that and then go to my daughter's school and then go eat lunch at a Dominican restaurant by myself, and which I never do because
that's
I'm always
important.
like legit
Solo
stuck at
dates.
home. Yeah. I'm always like glued to my computer. Like they're gonna email me anytime that everything is falling apart and they need Olivia Pope to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
So like it just feels great not to have that and to like I don't know if you ever feel like that, like every time your phone rings, like it's a problem that you have to solve. Like I felt
I feel
like
like
that
that's
for
how I feel
years.
with emails, with work. I don't know if you
Yeah.
feel that way. I'd be
That's how
like,
I
my
used to
emails,
feel.
I'm like anxiety. I'm like for work. I'm like, oh my God,
Mm-hmm.
like what is broken? What do I need to handle? Yeah.
Yeah, and that was me the last 6 years, and to not feel that right now, like it's like I could, I can breathe. I just need, like you said, just to have the finances and
Hmm.
have the time, and that's success for me. I don't need like even like you know how people are like, oh, I want to buy the house. Like I'm at a point where I don't need the house. If I could rent and just like be comfortable and not have to
Yeah.
worry about a roof, having to pay for a roof that broke down. That's success to me. I don't need to have what everybody else has. Like I just want
Hmm.
time, you know?
Yeah. And everybody's, version of success is different. Everybody looks different, right? Like what your
Hmm.
version of success for me and for you is going to be different for someone else, right? So I feel like that's a good
Yeah.
topic and that's a good question for us to ask our listeners. What does your version of success looks like? And even do like a challenge, like what did it look like 10 years ago and then what does it look like now? I think that's good to kind of
Hmm.
see where you were 10 years ago and where you are now, like the mental shift that you've had, or just like your priorities, right? Like what were your priorities back then and what were your priorities now? I think that's a good question to ask our listeners,
It is,
for those
yeah.
who are listening to this podcast. Like what does your version of success look like now? And what was the
Yeah.
difference between like 10 years ago?
And you can comment below. And sorry I'm not looking at the camera. I'm still getting used to
Used
this.
to it? Again, give us grace. Give us grace. These
Yes.
are baby steps. It's been 10 years since
Yes.
we did this podcast, and before it was in video, it was at a studio. in Uptown. Now is an actual video, so give us grace if
Yes.
it's a little wonky. These last couple of videos, it's okay. We're gonna get
And keep
better. We're gonna
watching
get
us
better,
so that
and
we
keep
can have a
watching us.
studio.
And then you can tell us like, hey, like this was dope, this was off. Like, tell
Mm-hmm.
us, and also like comment and let us know like what type of content you would like us to, you know,
Yes.
to do more like mom content, more like girl boss content, more like just womanhood content. Like we can talk about it all, and that's the whole point
Or
of this
any guests that you
podcast.
guys want us to
Yes, if you guys have
feature,
a
maybe we can
guest
reach out,
that
tag
you feel
them.
like we should have, yeah, tag them. If you want us to have Cardi B on the podcast, tag
Oh my
her.
God. I was just listening to a podcast with her and I
Oh
haven't
my
finished it.
God.
And
Yes, the Emma Greedy, that one.
yes.
Yes. I first of all, I love that podcast. So if Emma, you want to be on our podcast, feel free,
Yes.
tag her. But I have to listen to that one. I usually listen to it like on my drive to work. And I was finishing
Hmm.
up my How I Built This podcast. So that's like next
I
on my
listened to that
list.
one too.
Yeah, so that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's episode is the Cardi B with Emma Greedy. It's a
Yeah.
great podcast for those who listen to podcasts. I feel
It
like
is.
I
It's
need
great
that.
for ambitious women.
Yes, and I'm excited to
It's
try
perfect.
Cardi B's
Yeah.
hairline, grow good. Um, I want to try her mask. I want to try all that stuff because
Yes.
so if Cardi's team, if anybody knows Cardi, if anybody knows her marketing team, tell her to
Send
send us
some
over
samples.
some samples because la cosa está mala. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, anything else? I know we're at our 30-minute mark, which we try to honestly keep these light and fun, and we try to talk as much as, you know, we can about like these topics and try to get like feedback from you guys. Some episodes are going to be longer than others, and then some episodes are not. But, again, give us grace. We're getting better.
Yes. Especially
Any
with the structure where
yes.
we like talking about everything. It's like if we're talking to each other at dinner, having a coffee. So we just go left, we go right, up and down,
Mm-hmm.
back to the topic. So yeah, give
Yeah.
us grace.
Give us grace. That's the like I said, that's the word from our podcast, grace. And it's
Yes,
okay. I was gonna say, I know we spoke about success and like what success looks like, and I think is also we need to be okay with being able to pivot and understand that if we do pivot, it's not failure. Like you're not a failure if you decide that after 10 plus years in corporate life you want to be an artist or you want to like do things that are like you know,
for
that make you
you.
happy. And yeah, and it's
Hmm.
for you. Not everybody's, like I said, not everybody's version of success looks like a whole bunch of money in the bank. Some people just
Exactly.
success to them means just being able to, do something that they love and not have the stress of
Hmm.
answering an email. So again, give yourself grace, listeners, and do the things that empower you and make you feel whole. Even if you're a parent, even if
Yes.
you're not a parent. This has been real. This has been real. Good conversations, good
Yes.
wine, uh, on a
Good tea.
Tuesday night.
I wish I could drink wine. I can't drink wine anymore.
Girl, I haven't had
Like,
wine in a few days. I just, after the week that we've had and after how exhausted I am, I was like, we need wine. We definitely do need
hmm.
wine. Any other last
Yeah.
minute, Irene,
So
before
I
we,
wanted to leave a quote. So the quote for this week is ambition
mm,
is not the opposite of being a good mom. It's modeling for your kids what it looks like to go after your life.
ooh, snap, snap, snap.
Yeah,
I feel like we
they're
should have a
always
quote.
watching.
Yes, they are always watching.
Yeah.
Especially my little parakeet. Everything that I say and everything that
Hmm.
we literally say around the house, like if I'm working out, he'd be like, "Mama, I want to exercise." So it's true.
Yeah,
They're sponges. They soak up everything. They
they
see
are.
what they are seeing what you're doing. So I think that'll be cool.
Hmm.
I think we should try to do daily quotes to close off our podcast.
Yes.
Just like I think that would be a good one. Say that again. Say that
Hmm.
again. Say that quote again.
So I'm gonna say it again. So ambition what is it? Ambition is not the opposite of being a good mom. It's modeling for your kids what it looks like to go after your life.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
that's a good one.
Yes. Yeah, so with
Mhm.
that, we're gonna end this episode and stay tuned for the next one.
All right.
Bye.